Welcome back to what could be my last video, at least in a while. Dear Thieves viewer and player. And how is it going? Are you relaxed? Is everything beautiful and fine? Have you leaned back and not played Sea of Thieves so much, just like I have? Have you done more stuff for your physical health, for your mental health, and have you recovered from playing a game? Normally playing a game is fun, but we all know it can get too much, especially if there are activities in the game that you do not enjoy. But before I even go off topic again and just repeat myself in all manners for things that I'm saying in other videos anyway all the time, I have seen a few discussions, only a few, about is Sea of Thieves becoming more PvE hostile, more PvE player hostile? Is it becoming a PvP game and no life or sweat lord game, toxic double gunner game? Because you know only the best builds can prevail in this game. Do we all now have to become sweaty double gunners just to stand a chance if we want to get certain curses and more cosmetics for at least one of them? And what can I say? Yes, this is just what happens. Sea of Thieves is becoming less PvE friendly. It was always so that PvP was strongly engraved in the game. There was no detachment, except for in times of arena. Actually, this is one of the funny aspects of the game. In the past Sea of Thieves, arena mode was never in the adventure mode. You were completely detached, and this were when the divide began. I think the divide in the heads of some players, that there are two groups of players: the PvE enjoyers and the PvP sweatlords, or the PvP enjoyers. But you know, they are not known for positive interactions with the other player base. And yeah, of course it's not positive when you steal other people's loot. Yeah. But there's really a lot of toxicity, unnecessarily so, and there are a lot of trolls who rub it in if they steal from others and they have hot mics, or they take their time to write with text to others how much they suck. Thank you, noobs, for providing us this treasure and blah blah blah. And this is not productivity. This is not healthy. But it occasionally happens, and nobody had a problem with it. And I think still nobody has a problem with it if the game would still be like it is in the past. But now it is different, because Rare is keeping I don't have the numbers, the statistics, but I think Rare is giving its best to enable PvP players, real PvP players who look at PvE created treasure with disgust and with repulsion. Eek, PvE created treasure. Look, and I'm only stealing from other people. I would never get gold, except for if I find something in a drifting chest or something. But I am only stealing. I want to be a real pirate. I'm not an adventurer. I'm a pirate. And as much as I can respect these people, most people in the game don't care, and they will take everything, and most probably they don't like PvP that much. And this is the player base, the big broad player base, that keeps the game running. Not the small PvP hardcore group. Yeah. And for most players, the game is now becoming less PvE friendly, and I think it will stay this way. I have viewed myself as a mix in between, but mostly somebody who wants to chill and not fight so often. And my group is a group that is not having a plan, that just wants to enjoy the game, chill, like what my pirate is doing right now, enjoying the scenery. And over years I have still amassed quite amount of gold, and I cannot spend it, and I must really say this is unnecessary. I wish Rare would listen and do something for people like me, and do not encourage the weird divide. Nobody cared when it was Arena, and being good in Arena afforded you some kind of special sword or some kind of jacket that had a blue coloration, because there are quite blue jackets in the game, and only somebody who even knew a little bit about knew, oh my god, this guy was a sweatlord in Arena, and it was not even something that enjoyable. And then Rare upped the game and put long time desired curses for pure PvE activity in the game, which was a massive mistake if you ask me. And now people, as toxic as they are, want to rub it in that they are better than others. They want to lord it over them. Look, I have the ghost curse. Look, I have the skeleton curse. And you suck, and I just worship me, and blah blah. And this will never happen. This will never happen. Have you ever seen this happen? No. And yeah, there's no... The status quo is not changing now. Rare is not... yeah, I'm zooming in on this cannon right now, because imagine being able to change the positions of your cannons on the ship. Something which I have suggested a long time ago. Man, even just the sloop, even if I cannot put 4 cannons on the sloop with 2 pointing at one side, I wish I could just change the angles, man. This is so boring. This is the content that I'm looking forward to, and this is the content that is not coming for me. And I'm sitting on my mountain of gold, and I cannot spend it. And where was I now? I let myself go off topic all the time. But yeah, it is sad that some good stuff is put in the game after months or years of asking for it, but then there is this almost vital feeling stuff that is not coming. There are a lot of people who stop playing because they have just done everything they wanted, and they have amassed, before they knew, quite an amount of gold and doubloons, but probably gold, and they cannot spend it. And I don't want to overanalyze it, but I really feel underappreciated. I feel betrayed a little bit. I feel forgotten. As somebody who has simply invested lifetime in the game, because even the hourglass grind is only lifetime in the end. But I have already invested it in the game when there was an hourglass grind. And I'm a year 1 player. I'm not trying to say I'm better than others because of it, but I would really see that I have a real meaningful reason to spend my currencies, which I do not have currently. Which is, yeah, it is PvE activity, and in that case, once again, the game is becoming more PvE hostile, sadly. And people are so on edge now, they are so afraid now. It's like the whole atmosphere of the game has shifted. Maybe it is just a coincidence that I'm only finding people who are afraid and utterly distrustful now. The time of alliances is over, I think. I know alliances came in when there were skeleton fleets first introduced. I think that was the same time. And I remember when we made the PvE fleets in the special places and on the border of the map, the ones where the warsmith actually appeared, wonder. And man, this was such a feeling, this was such a time to be alive. This was, you are going into a fleet battle where you had only PvE ships, but you had a fleet of PvP player ships, and it was so epic, and now nothing can compare. The Hourglass mode cannot compare, it feels boring. You have no fleet mode, 2 versus 2 or something, or 3 versus 3. And I think the best time, and it feels like really the zenith of the game, has passed. You have more cosmetics than ever, you can cosplay more than ever. You have more and more and more. Like many games do, but not the things you want. Not the changes you want. One example, World of Warcraft. Housing. And then you see a video uploaded a few weeks or something ago where somebody said, hey, did you know World of Warcraft Alpha? You could place houses there. This is such a low blow. And now you have seasons and you have all these nice little incentives to play from time to time. And yeah. But ultimately the changes that you want to see that would get you back in the game are not coming. And PvP players, I don't know if they feel they have a good time. Are they finding more people to ambush? Are they finding more people to tag and steal world events from? I don't know, because I'm not doing the activities. I think it is the same as usual. But the streamers who do this most often are not normal people. They have a fan base that helps them to find servers where they can tag and ambush and steal. This is not the normal experience. For the normal player, I don't know if it has increased so much. Or if Fort of Fortunes are now becoming the big, hot battleground. Hopefully. Something good must come from this. Hopefully. Well, yeah, and this is all that I wanted to say for today already. Maybe I'm coming back when there's some kind of major news or update. I'm now chilling, doing something for my physical health, hanging out with my family and friends. I'm just having a good time. You should too. If there's nothing in the game that is making you excited currently. Except for the seasons. Or the current adventures. If there is a one. Before it's getting too negative and dark. Have a good time. Have a good time. Take care of you. And until we meet again.